Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Lee Beats, and I'm here with Mike with the mic.
What's going on? What's going on?
Feeling Schlemmer.
Um,
I know the Game Awards have come and gone,
yes.
so I know you got your breakdown of your favorites. I got some trailers that I got to look forward to, and the announcement finally that Final Fantasy is free from its prison. January 23rd, 2025. That's it.
You know what's funny is that I probably played my PS5 version around the same time you play yours. Cause I have the game, I just have not touched it.
Mm-hmm. But yes, that's all I was waiting for was the announcement. I got what I wanted,
Nice.
and I really did not watch the show.
I watched it. It was probably one of the better ones they had in a long time. I think they focus, but I think they focused
I
too
saw
much.
Harrison Ford. That's all I
Yeah,
saw. I
they
saw. I was
focused
like,
too
oh,
much
they
on
got him.
the previews and not enough on the letting the people actually accept the awards and celebrate. So I'll say that would be the my downfall with it. Like these guys fucking bust their ass making these games. Let them speak a little bit. But they kind of did the thing that they just announced like five awards in a row, and then they go into the next thing, and then a preview, and then another preview, then another preview, then they'll
You know whose
announce
fault
the
that is.
yeah.
You know whose fault that
Who?
is. It's Kratos' fault.
Probably.
'Cause didn't he talk for like 2 hours?
Yeah, he talked for a while. But then the second one, when he
They like
won it, he didn't talk. He kept it short. It's just that they nitpick on what they do now. But
just saying. It's Kratos' fault.
I'll shout out the dude that was in Boulder's Gate. He presented the Game of the Year awards and what he said and his monologue of what he said and everything. It's about the game business and what is true about it. And he did not like hold back on saying about the firings and all that shit. Like he really fucking went in on it and everything. So it was a good conversation. You definitely should listen to it because it was actually really good. Um, I had Astro Boy winning Game of the Year, and that's what won Game of the Year, Astrobot.
Mm-hmm.
Astrobot, it's a fucking video game, and that's one thing that I love about it. It's just it's a video game. It is what you think of a video game to be, and it has everything you need it to have. And also, while they won Game of the Year, they brought a Christmas themed um level to the game that same week, and Spider Man and Miles Morales was Astrobots in it. I was extremely happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
And Gex the gecko.
Did he have the Stone Cold vest on?
No, but he was on. He had he was just watching TV or some shit on his little thing. He had the couch and the little TV.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, Astrobot win. They won best game direction and also game of the year. Best narrative was Metaphor Rita Fantasio, which is a game I want to get into. Probably sometime early next year. I'll probably play it. Best art direction, Metaphor Reach Fantasio. Best score and music was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Best auto design was Hellblade 2. Best performance was Hellblade 2, The Lady in Hellblade 2. Never played those games, so I can't tell you. Innovative accessibility, Lost Crown, Prince of Persia. But sadly, that game's people they closed down that studio. Games for Impact, never played it. Best ongoing, Helldivers 2, which is a really fun game, and they just added like the four wheel drive trucks and shit, so very like Halo multiplayer kind of vibes to it, and it's really fun. Baldur's Gate 3 won Best Community Support. Best Independent was Balatro. That's actually a really addictive card game that's on the phone. Um, Best Debut, Balatro, which is I think a one man team that made that game as well, and he also won Best Mobile Game as well. Best Action, Black Myth Wukong. Best Action Adventure, Astrobot. Best Family was Astrobot as well. Best RPG was Metaphor for Fantasio. I still will say Like a Dragon Infinity Wealth has a better gameplay. I actually enjoy their gameplay more than theirs, but it's very similar to each other. But I'll be biased and say Like a Dragon should have won that. Tekken 8 was the winner of that. There was no competition. I think Marvel's
I was
Capcom couldn't even close.
I was gonna ask, like, was there anything else that was legitimately released?
Tekken, Marvel's Capcom was in the list, so that was the only one I think
What?
could have disappointed it.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, because Multiverse is what it is. Sparking Zero had a big hype, but it's not. I don't consider that a real fighting game.
No, 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 I just mean the lack of
Yeah,
competition.
there's
Like
no
they
competition.
usually would be at least another game. You would think,
No,
damn,
Marvel's Capcom, I will say,
come
was
on,
the
Virtua Fighter.
closest.
No, no,
The
I'm talking about a new game.
Yeah.
Like that's not new.
Um, yeah, those are the main ones that I will say. Best multiplayer game, Helldivers 2 won that. Good for them. Most anticipated is Grand Theft Auto 6, which I'm not surprised. The trailers, they did show a lot of cool things. My highlights were Project Century, which is made by the Yakuza people. I'm excited for that. And I saw that Snoop Dogg is going to be one of the main villains in that game.
Yes, sir.
They did show another trailer for Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza, which they introduced the English voice actors, Rich Mojo and a bunch of other people are voicing new characters as well. So it's going to have a full English voice cast. Um, they also showed the first clips of Virtua Fighter, the next Virtua Fighter game.
I think that was the feel good announcement of the show.
Yeah,
Was that they straight up showed something for Virtua Fighter 6. Finally.
yeah,
I mean, obviously they announced the Revo, I think it is.
yeah,
That's like another version of 5
yeah,
that's online now. So that good for Virtua Fighter.
yeah. It looked cool. I was digging it. I was like, all right, nice. Omimusha from Capcom side. Omimusha was shown. I'm excited for that. Okami is another one. I never got into the first one. I may want to replay it. I think it's on PSN, so I might actually.
It's on everything. That's a game that's literally on every system.
Yeah, okay. So I might actually check that out. But Okami got announced. The new Naughty Dog game looks interesting. I usually like their projects, so I think it would be something I'll play. Other than that, like that Pac-Man one, Project whatever the fuck the name is, it was from Secret Room, and it has like Pac-Man as a side thing in the weapon, and you're this really weird character it's weird. It looks like it's gonna be like a Castlevania-ish kind of style, and I'm interested in that. It looks weird. The Ninja Gaiden looked pretty cool too. Um,
Yeah, that's what that's interesting. They open with that.
mhm.
Like that was
Witcher
the thing I
4.
saw.
Witcher 4, I'm excited for. I am looking forward to seeing. I knew it was gonna be Sari, gonna be the main character, so everyone was complaining about it, and I knew she was gonna be like the story led into
Why?
her.
Is she popular? Like I don't understand.
People just don't want to be a chick, and that's usually the bullshit that it is. But I was like, the story led in her being the Witcher, like 100%. If you play the DLC too, it led more in her being the Witcher.
Hmm.
I was like, there was no way of getting away from that. Like
I thought that
that's
was like her whole entire character arc was
yeah,
she was
pretty
gonna
much.
be the next one. Like
Pretty much, and everyone's bitching, and I'm like, yo, they told you this shit.
that's really weird.
Yeah, the people are just fucking assholes. They hate on shit. 'Cause the same thing they complain on the new was Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. That's the new Naughty Dog game coming out. Trent Reznor is actually doing the soundtrack for it too.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Um, what else? Those are the ones that really stood out. Project Century, just because it's another Yakuza style ish game with a new engine, which I'm very interested in seeing how look like how the gameplay looked already. It kind of looked more of a realistic take on Yakuza than the cartoony shit that happens in the fights. So I'm already like interested in seeing where they go with that. So and anything this company makes, I'm usually bored on. So I'm looking forward to
Gotcha.
that. From beyond that, I did play the Power Rangers, Rita's Rewind.
Oh yeah, that did come out.
Yeah,
So how is that?
it's hard. That game is not forgiving whatsoever. They just did
Hmm.
updates to make it a bit more forgiving, but even then, it's still like a little tough little game. Um, The Zord parts are, I think they're just way too long for what it is. And they had some really cheap things that happen to you while you're doing the Zord. Like they have like little areas you could fall and it actually takes a life instead of just taking health. The screen gets overly crowded. So I wonder if they had like 6 players at once playing that game, how fucking insane it is gonna be to see your cursor. Because with 2 people, it was a bitch to see your cursor. Other than
Oh,
that, the fight
okay.
system, like the beat 'em up style stuff, is fun. The gameplay itself is fun. Is very um I'll say a slower version of Shredder's Revenge. Um, but I am digging the combo system and digging kind of how it plays and stuff like that. I like the fact that what it is and the Green Ranger, you got to beat the game in order to unlock him, and then you could play as him as well. Um, Other than that, like it's a fun game. I played with Lil Steven. After the last cast we did, I jumped on Twitch and we played together, and we got owned by fucking the Green Ranger. So not even the Green Ranger. We got owned by Dragonzord because fucking him. He has like 3 different levels that you had to go through in order to fucking fight him, and then you fight him in the Zord, and then that also had issues with, like the kind of punch out kind of style. But once you get the hang of what the combos are, you could get into that easy. Um, but it's a short game. It's a fast game if you get into it. They're doing updates to add more players on the online side of things, but if you're local, you can play 6 players at once. If you're online, you can play 2. So I'm hoping at least they get to 4 players. It would be fun with just 4 players.
Did they did they try to get any of the music, or
They
they try to
have they
make it?
have the music, but it's like their versions of it. So it's not. I wished some of the iconic ones are there, like the Green Ranger song. I wish was there. But they have versions of they have the Power Ranger theme. That's one thing they have. They do have like the theme when they go into the Zords and stuff. They have like a new updated version of that theme. They
Hmm.
have they have it as the each level is a episode, like I guess it's based off the first like 5 VHS tapes.
Oh, okay.
Because the first episode is the day of the dumpster, and that's the first like stage, and that's like the first VHS tape. So it goes into that. I wish there was some more of the weird monsters that you normally see, like the pudgy pig, the more
Is the
iconic
eyeball
ones,
monster in there?
huh?
The eyeball monster is there?
Yes, he is, and he's a bitch.
All right, all
And
right.
and then they have the scarecrow, this for that you go into the amusement park, and he you fight him in 3 different rounds too. Um, Goldar is the first boss, and then you have the Dragonzord as one of the bosses, and Green Ranger, and then yeah, Rita's robot self as the main boss. She was very annoying too because you had to keep breaking these fucking things, and then you had to ping pong something towards her, and then once you ping pong something towards her, then you finally unlock her shield, and then you gotta fight her. And then after the second round, she'll add a bunch of buddies and all that shit, and then you still have to ping pong something towards her, but also have to feed with the buddies as well. It's annoying.
Do they have the sounds there? Do the parties have the
I
party sounds?
Yeah. The sound effects are there. The music fits it. The morphing, I think, is new voice actors for them. They do the little voices, not the original stuff. But the one thing I will say that I wish they had more of is the weapons. I wish you had an option of a weapon, like to use the blaster or use the power sword or the power axe. They come out in a combo, but they're not really used like that. I wish that was more in the game, or even
Hmm.
a power up that you can actually use the blaster blade and shit like that, or things like that. Like those little things, I wish they were there a bit more. Like you do see it, but it's not like the main thing that attacks. Like the Ninja Turtles in the game, they're using their weapons. So that's kind of what I wanted to see with them. You actually use the weapons. Maybe if you have all 5 people, you can make the power. You can actually have all of them combined into one power cannon shit. That would be fucking cool. So that's something
They
I
don't do
wish
it.
they had it.
Question, they don't do that in like a cutscene or
No,
anything?
not at
Like
all.
the transition when you go from oh
No, they don't. They don't. That was something that I said really early in the game. I was like, oh shit, they don't have the power cannon. And then little Steven was asking me, he's like, like yeah, you would think they'll do like the first fight with Goldar with the power cannon and shit, and then they go into the swords. But again, this is the Power Ranger fan in me that I'm gonna see all the other things that there's missing from it. I wish, I wish again they added more of those little features. But for a game itself, it's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. It's again, it's fucking difficult. Like it's you gotta know you gotta learn patterns, you gotta learn the combinations and stuff like that, and how the game plays. They did add things to the last update to make things a little easier. As in, there's a point where your dodge, if you did dodge twice, like your guy froze, and then he
As
could.
in, like it was a glitch, or it was like
No,
that
he
was
just
how it was made.
like they kind of gave him like stamina, so he got tired, and then they will
Oh,
stop the and then they would just they gives them a free attack. Now you could just fucking keep flipping. So they did fix
gotcha,
that. Again, I
gotcha.
wish there was more the weapons involved. So like the blaster, I think the blaster could have been of something easily done as a far away move that you could keep a combo goes. Like say for instance, you knocked out all the combos and the dude is in the far side of the screen. You could shoot him and continue that combo and then run after him. So I think the blaster could have been useful in that game in a way.
Are there pickup weapons?
No,
Okay, okay.
and the little hidden things are a little annoying too.
As in what? There's
There's
like
like little,
collectibles.
yeah, they're a little annoying because they're like blended into the screen, like you don't see them at all.
I assume that's on purpose, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's fine, but again, like for games like this, like it annoys me in Sonic 2. Like they make you fucking search for things in a fast-paced game. It annoys the shit out of me. So those little things I just wish they're fixed little bit better. But yeah, the use of the blaster would have been cool because again, they use the blaster all the time in the cartoons and shit like that, or they attempt to use it and they always make it to the blade, but they never actually shoot people. The Sentai they always shot people. Um, but I would have wished that the power cannon. I think it could have been a cool little thing if you played with 5 players and yeah, press the same, or one person presses the special button, but it takes all your specials and you get one big ass power blast. Would have been fucking cool. Um,
Well, I know that game has like a super type of system. What's that
it's like
look
a
like?
Street Rage.
So it takes your health?
No, it just it doesn't have like a power move, but it has like a power special. Like you getting it through like combos and stuff, and then when you press it, like they'll say Tyrannosaurus, and he'll have like a big bunch of fire come out, or Dragon Zord, the Dragon Zord missiles come down. So shit like that. It's kind of like when they call the cop and they just shoot and they just blast around the
Oh,
circle.
okay.
That's is very similar to that.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Again, I just wish something better. Another thing they added to the update because in the beginning, when you're doing the story mode, when you go to Juice Center, you couldn't change the rangers. You had to like start the whole game over to change your ranger. Now they give you the option to like switch your ranger if you want to go to the next stage as a different ranger.
Mm-hmm.
I will say in the early game, the Pink Ranger is kind of a cheat code for the Zord modes.
Because she can shoot?
She can fly,
Oh, she can
so she don't
fly.
have to dodge the holes.
Oh, there's holes. Okay.
There's like holes in the
Understood.
floor, which in the early when you first played it, if you fell in a hole, it'd take a whole life. It doesn't like take energy, so that was where people got mad about it because there are some like floating platforms that you gotta actually jump on and shit. So if you're a Pink Ranger, you don't have to jump, worry about it, you just fly.
Okay.
So
Damn.
she's the only one that flies. Everyone else is on the ground. So that was a cool thing. Dragon Zord is not much different from the T Rex. So like if you play the T Rex Red Ranger, the Dragon Zord plays exactly the same. I wish there was a little more uniqueness to it, but other than that, that was about it. No White Ranger. I didn't expect it, but because it's
Yeah, me
supposed to be the
neither.
beginning of it, so. Um, but other than that, like it's a fun game. Right now, after the update, I give it a 8, a solid 8. I wish there was a bit more, just because the fandom in me wants more of the weapons and stuff like that, like I keep mentioning. Um, I wish it was more of that. I wish it was more. I wish it was more closer to Shredder's Revenge than it is to the. I guess I say it plays more like Double Dragon because it's a bit more slower pace than what Shredder's Revenge is. Is a bit more like fast pace and then big combos and stuff. So I say it's a bit
Hmm.
more slower than that. I wish it was a bit faster.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But other than that, it's a fun game. It's rough $25. I no, I think it's $40. It's worth
True that. Um, I think it sounds like it would do good to have a good. Hopefully, people pick it up and it has a good post launch. What they call it? Um, where they add things to it. You know what I mean?
it. Yeah, I agree.
Like hopefully there'll be like maybe next year there'll be a DLC and it'll be they'll do like a chapter or something maybe for the movie or something. Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
that's the other thing is, and this is just the fan in me of Power Rangers, is the fact that the villains they chose to do it just don't make sense sometimes because chronology they don't exist. To where they're showing what the Power Rangers are at the moment in time, so the time frame of it, the birds, the fucking the black birds that were Ivan Zoo's putties, they don't exist at the moment. So I'm like, why are they using those? They could have just used different villains.
Oh, I mean, damn, you just might have hit on something. There might be plans for the Ivan Ooze in the
Yeah.
game.
But I did appreciate like them showing like the putties in clown suits. They showed like punk rock putties. They showed like the football suits. They show shit like that. So I did appreciate stuff like that.
Okay. It feels like they learned the lesson from this, I guess, Turtles in Time
Yeah.
with the different types of foot soldiers
Yeah.
throughout the stages. All right, all right.
Yeah, because the putties they did the same thing with the putties. Like each different color putty has a different move set. So like in Ninja Turtles, the white foot soldier had a sword. The blue ones
Mm-hmm.
had uh they had the katana blade, and the pink ones were
The
plain.
blue ones are the only ones that could jump.
Yeah.
That's
So
all I
so
remember.
they do have those kind of characters. So they have like a blue putty that just like has blades that will chase at you. They
But actually,
have
they have funny ones. They
yeah
have like more uh characteristics to them than just being colors, like you said. The
yeah
punk rock one,
yeah. Then they
all
have the
that.
clown
That's cool.
one and stuff like that. So those are things that are
That's
cool.
cool.
Those are
Did
again
they
I have
put in? Did they? Since you said they weren't going 100% in chronological order, did they do the fake Rangers? Like
no.
not
That would
the
be
whole
cool.
thing, but
That would
the
have been
putties
funny.
that look like the
No,
Rangers. No?
that
Okay.
that would have been funny. I would have took the Z Rangers into this being
That
like
sounds.
fucking Walmart looking
Yeah.
Power
So
Rangers.
okay, okay.
No, again, I feel like they could have bit more. They could have went more creative in it, and this is just the Power Ranger fan on me, like really wanting more out of it. Because again, there's things I see that I'm very appreciative of it. But they also had like a beat 'em up not so long ago. It was it okay beat 'em up? It wasn't a great beat 'em up, but I thought they did a pretty decent job in kind of creating the Power Ranger stuff. And I think it doesn't get looked at like it was a big game, but I thought it was pretty solid. It was a Power Ranger game, came out like maybe 2019, 2018, and they had like weird. They look like big headed rangers and shit like that, and it had like a weird art style, but it was a beat 'em up, and it had all five rangers. You were actually Rocky, Ashley, and Adam came in later on. You were able to play the White Ranger as well, and then they had the Zord sequences and all that stuff too. But I thought the game was okay. It wasn't that bad of a game. I thought they could have improved on it, but it wasn't that bad. And I wish if they mixed those two games together, I think they would have a good balance of how they use the powers and stuff. Cause that game you were able to use the blaster and shit too.
Okay. Okay.
I
All
gotta
right.
get the name of it. I think it's Mega Battle. I think it's Power Rangers Mega Battle,
Gotcha.
and it
Okay.
came
That's
yeah
not bad. That's not bad at all. At least it's a decent first effort from this team
yeah
because I think it's the first one they did it. So
yeah
that's cool.
yeah. It was Power Rangers Mega Battle. It came out 2017 on PS4 and Xbox One.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that was like I thought that wasn't a bad game. It didn't review well. I thought it was okay game. It was nothing. It was nothing special, but I thought for what they did, I thought it was pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, sir.
I've
All
been
right.
on Persona Reloaded, 3 Reloaded. I'm enjoying it so far.
You don't know where, like, how far you are, or
I'm
does it tell you? Does it tell you
I'm
the percentage?
probably like I'm like 20 hours in.
Gotcha.
So like I think I just passed the first semester. Yeah, that's right, man. I think I've passed the first semester.
Okay, gotcha. Hmm.
You want to get into the movie? Or you have anything else?
I'm trying to think. Did anything else big come out? Was there any figure stuff that happened over there?
More of the sales and everything like that. None big like announcements of anything.
No, right?
Cause they usually wait till after the holidays to start announcing a bunch of more
Well, I mean, they
stuff.
did something before, like the week before, but that
Yeah,
was 2 weeks before the holidays. Uh, no, that's about it.
yeah,
Oh, the other thing I saw that was, I mean, it was kind of not hidden or not something people were like, oh my God, is it gonna be there? It was more of um just interest to see what it looks like, and it's the Borderlands 4, the trailer, which looks good. I
yeah,
just I just wonder if they are gonna push it further than the last game,
yeah,
because they had stories come out about the story. Yeah. We're not doing it as kitty, like toilet humor. I think was the quote as the old
yeah,
ones. But I don't think the toilet humor was the problem. It's just they didn't seem they started to blend into one game.
yeah,
I don't know if it's just me, but playing two to like one was its own thing, but I think two and three and like the pre sequels and stuff, it kind of feels like just one game,
yeah,
like one extended long game. The only thing I can say about three is that control wise and stuff, they change things up. They have mounting and things, so it's a modern shooter.
yeah.
It just has me wondering, okay, what are they gonna do? I see they have four characters. I don't know if they went like the Tales of the Borderlands, where they're really actually custom characters,
Yeah,
because like that's one of the things that that game did that doesn't get the credit for. It was like, oh, finally you could just be whatever.
yeah,
So let's see if that brings some other stuff they learn. Like that's mainly the thing I'm looking for, to see what they learned from the last game, the last two, to bring to this one. Because it's been a while.
yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Like it's actually been like 10 years since the last Borderlands. No, because
No,
Wonderlands was the last one, so you got to count that one.
yeah.
2021 is Wonderlands, but three is like three is
2019.
yeah, three is a while ago. Three is 2019.
Okay.
So just wanted to bring that up because I'm interested in it.
Oh, last thing, the Superman trailer.
Oh yeah, I did see it.
I liked
Looks
it a
good.
lot.
Looks good. I think it looks like they learned, or that they understand that people like the Christopher Reeve type of deal, and then they also like crypto,
Yeah,
and then they also like seeing Superman get beat up. So they incorporated all these things into the trailer. Let's hope the movie's good.
I believe in James Gunn directing this movie. I actually think he's gonna deliver. I think it's gonna be a good movie. I do like the fact that like the trailer was of hope, and that's something that I was describing. I remember yesterday we were talking to Jackie about it, and I was like, that's something that Superman. I always thought a characteristic of Superman is hope. It's a character that someone's like praying for them not to die, and he's the one that pops up, kind of shit. So like I see that character like that, and I think just the visual and how he looks, and then the whole crypto kind of sold me the whole movie already. Like once they showed crypto, I was sold. I was like, yeah, I like the super dog. I'm a sucker for animals, and then knowing that James Gunn has had hands and like making some of the most iconic animal characters in movies, Rocket Raccoon, I'm 100% behind that.
He's not an animal. Don't
Crypt-
call him that.
Crypto's animal.
No, Rocket Raccoon's not an animal.
He
Don't
looked
call him
like
that.
one.
He don't want you to call him a. He's not a raccoon. Don't
he's
call
a
him that.
he's a furry little person.
He's got feelings, man. Respect him.
Actually can't wait till we see the third one because the third one was fantastic. The Guardians 3 was fantastic.
Okay.
But I'm very excited to see how they're gonna do the storyline. I think the guy that's playing Lex Luthor, I think is a perfect choice for the character. I think he's a pretty good actor. He was Beast in the first class and the
Oh,
later
that's
X Men
why he looks
movies.
so familiar.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was Beast in those. He's a good actor, and I think he looks the part. There's some other things that I saw in the trailer, like some of the Authority characters, like Ultraman, and then I saw
I saw the dragon. That was
yeah.
what's going on with that? Where that dragon come from?
I think honestly it might be from uh the Fortress of Solitude, and I think they broke into it, and there's a lot of the beasts that were in it that got out.
Oh
Because
yeah,
you
that
also
would make
see
sense.
Superman with his robot. That's the robot butler of the
Yeah,
Fortress
yeah.
of Solitude, and then Crypto is the protector of the Fortress of Solitude.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I'm wondering where they're gonna go with that. Seeing that Guy Gardner in it and the bowl haircut and all, and then just seeing how
Mm.
Hawkgirl looked pretty fucking badass and stuff. So I'm very excited and seeing where this goes. And I think next year, we're gonna have a lot of good superhero movies because you also have the Fantastic Four. They should be getting their first trailer around the Super Bowl, so that's gonna be interesting as well.
No Fantastic Four song, no buy.
Right? They better bring that. It describes everything.
Yep, pretty much.
Yes.
You don't need an origin because they tell you in the opening. Come on, man.
Yes. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Superman.
Hopeful is all I can say.
Yeah.
Because Superman has had a bad track record.
Yeah, he did. And the thing is, Man of Steel was. I don't think Man of Steel was bad. It was just made for a different style of movie. And then again, I just feel like again the big thing of the word hope. I thought Henry Cavill Superman was didn't show hope in that character or anything like that. It just showed like the dark version of the character, and I didn't. And this one actually, like the bright colors and everything like that, it just sells you hope on in that movie, and I think I'm excited to see that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, want to get into this movie?
Yes, sir. Let's see what we got. This week's movie is Hellboy 2019. It is rated R. It is 2 hours. Did you see this one in the movies?
No, I did not. I saw
Uh,
it when it released on streaming.
is that what they released the movie at?
No, it came out in theaters. April 12th, 2019.
Okay, April 12th. Okay. It is directed by Neil Marshall. I do not know this man
Me
by
either.
name. Uh, he did make one of my favorite horror movies.
The Descent.
Horror? Yes,
Descent was a
I
good
like.
movie.
I like that movie. Uh, if you are claustrophobic, do not watch that movie. That's all I can say. People was freaking out in the theater when I watched that.
Yeah.
Um, that's it. He made the Lost in Space reboot TV series in 2018, 2019. It says executive producer.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. That was on Netflix.
That's about it. But I know that was a big deal. You know anything from it?
I didn't see it. I know of it because it was on Netflix. I never
No,
watched
no.
it.
I mean, just anything from this guy's list. You see
Oh,
anything? You know?
director, Descent. I know. Descent, Doomsday. Doomsday was an okay movie. What else he
Two
did?
episodes of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, there you go.
2 episodes of
He
Constantine.
did
Constantine.
Descent to Part Two as well.
I did not see the art. Okay.
I think I did see it. The Lair I never
One.
saw. Duchess I never saw. I think those were TV shows.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
All right.
but yeah.
We have writing credits Andrew Cosby and Mike Mignola.
I think that's the creator of Hellboy. He actually had writing credit for it.
Okay, good stuff.
He wrote the
Yes,
other movies too.
that makes sense. As we have Mark Stanley as Arthur, Brian Gleason as Merlin, Nadia Karanova as Sister. Okay, come on now. Her name is Sister. Uh, why are there three characters named Sister? What's up with the? I don't like how they put these characters in here.
It's probably the
Mila
age, the backstory when they did the back.
Maria Tepavicharova as Sister. Again, another sister. Anna Tabakova as Sister. There's three of them. Come on. Mila Jovovich as Nimue, the Blood Queen. Penelope Mitchell as Ganaida. Terry Randall as Priest. Ian McShane as Professor Rome. David Harbour as Hellboy.
Yep.
Mario De La Rosa as Esteban Ruiz Camazats. Christopher Mata as referee. Okay, all right, ref. Atanas Srebrev as Agent Madison. Don Schur as Agent Strode. Michael Heath as Butler. There you go. Alistair Petrie as Lord Adam Garland. No, Claren. Rick Warden as Dr. Edwin Karp. Nitzan Ganatra. Yes. August Swain. Sophie Okonedo as Lady Hatton. Marcos Rothwaite as Grigori Rasputin. He played Rasputin.
Yep.
We have Iko Iliv as Professor Dr. Carl Rosberg, Cronin. Joe Harlow as Von Krupft. Von Krupft. Is that the main bad guy?
Yeah.
Or is it Leopold Kurt? No, is it Von Krupft?
No, I thought it was the other one.
I forget. It's the Nazi guys.
Yeah.
It is him, right?
Yeah.
He's the one with the blue and
Yeah.
the goggles.
Yeah.
The goggles and the scar on the face. Okay.
Thomas Hayden Church as Lobster Johnson.
Lobster. Oh.
That was
Okay.
Sandman.
Excuse me.
And
Yes. That's about it, right? I don't think we've missed anybody significant, are we?
no, I think we got everyone. The random one, I'll say Baby Got Yaga was
Oh,
Troy James.
Baba Yaga. Yeah.
Baba Yaga.
Oh, that's that nasty lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was creepy.
Oh, that's the guy that does the fucking spider walk shit on his Instagram and shit.
Oh, that's the actor.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah,
He's
that's
very good at that.
yeah.
He was in CW.
Yeah,
That's
he's
him
in
in
the
with the mask on
the
his
doll,
face.
the doll,
Yeah,
Ragdoll.
Ragdoll.
Yeah.
The Flash.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, there's some cool stuff in this movie. Um, I mean, I don't think he was the voice though, because it was a woman.
No, it was a woman. He was just a body.
Yes, there you go. Emma Tate as the voice. There you go. Okay. So let's see what they have for this version of Hellboy, because there's many. Caught between the worlds of the supernatural and human, Hellboy battles an ancient sorceress bent on revenge. I don't think that tells you anything that you don't already expect.
Yeah.
So this one, the woman, the sorcerer, seems to be a.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if she's an actual character because the character's name Nimue is like that's just an actual like a historical not figure, but she's like a a character from mythos, like in as in say Athena is a character
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the
I
Greek
think they
mythos.
used her though.
Nimue is in like I think she's Irish
Yeah.
mythos, Scottish mythos.
I think they have used her in the comic though.
Okay, gotcha.
There's one thing I'll say with this movie. It did take a lot from one of the first story arcs of Hellboy.
Okay. So do you know, was this supposed to be a reboot, or was this just another
This
tale
was
of
supposed to
Hellboy?
be like a prequel.
To the Ron Perlmans or to this other
It was
guy?
supposed to be like a prequel of the Ron Perlman ones, because it was before they met the fish guy.
But it's in the same world?
Yeah,
Well, no, I know that the fish guy is a character in Hellboy, so it's not even it doesn't even matter if it's Ron Perlman. They just before he met the rest of the crew.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got.
So I
But
felt
no,
like,
look, look,
yeah,
but see, look, they if you notice, they have the girl.
yeah,
It's Alice, right?
yeah,
That's the black chick with
yeah, yeah.
the young black chick. Like she's the new version of I
Alice,
forget
yeah,
the girl's name. That lady. It's funny, Alice, and then freaking Mila Jovovich is in this movie.
yeah.
Oh, that's on purpose. Um,
It
but like I see those characters are in here, but the fish man is not here. So
Yeah, I felt like it was like a. I don't say it was a. He might. It is a reboot because it's different actors and different take on the character. But yeah, you could say it's a reboot. But it kind of goes into like the story of before they met that fish character and shit like that. Because in the end, they kind of tease it. So it looked like they were trying to make a couple movies of these, but it didn't. They didn't do well in theaters, and so I don't think it's getting a sequel. But
gotcha,
it
gotcha.
looked like it was early times of Hellboy, not like later times. I
Yes,
guess.
yes, yeah, gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know his
Um,
age.
but I mean, they do a good job of like putting things out there. I think there was a few characters in here that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, the human dude that got the scar on his face. I forgot he's in a bunch of stuff.
Daniel Day Kim.
Benedict Kim, yes, that dude. He's pretty good in this movie. His
Yeah.
character. I think that was Alice. She was all right, not bad. Like she did what she had to do. I think the guy that played Hellboy, he did a pretty good job. It's just I told you it felt like he was given the instruction uh
Perlman.
to be the Perlman's Hellboy instead of his own.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like it's the way he talks, like the inflection of his voice is like he sounds like a younger Perlman. I'm like, that's not him doing the voice separately, is it?
Yeah. It's not.
It's, it's not because it's definitely a sound alike. Tell you that much. He has that cadence in his voice and that rasp and that
Yeah.
gruff, if you will,
Yeah.
if you will.
And that's a hard thing to get away with too, because Ron Perlman talked Hellboy in like all the adaptations, even like the video game and the cartoons movies they did. It was Ron Perlman that voiced.
Hmm.
So it's kind of hard to get away from that, but like him making him kind of, you could tell.
But okay, but there was one in between that wasn't either one of these actors, right?
No, there's one after.
So okay, it's after. This is the one in between. All
Yeah,
right, gotcha. Okay. But I think it did a good job. Like the world, I guess maybe since we're a little used to it, we did see two movies of it already.
yeah,
Um, like it's interesting to see familiar takes on some of the stuff
yeah,
because some of the stuff was around. I do like the what is it the shapeshifter the
yeah,
boar.
yeah,
Like I kind of like his character in it. Like there's a few things I like the way when he fought the giants in the beginning. The luchador that was the man bat. Like there's a few things that's just like that's kind of cool.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It just wasn't. It just didn't hit everything 100%.
yeah,
And I still think the older ones are better movies.
yeah.
But this one's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I would give it a 3.5 at the most.
I think I'm around that score. I think it was a. I think it did good job. I think where it threw me off was the special effects because again we got spoiled with Guillermo del Toro and his like actually using costumes and using sets and things like that mixed with the CG. This one they just used it too much and like it kind of threw me off on some parts of the movie. I wasn't crazy about it. I thought it was kind of like It was okay, but other than that, there's certain scenes of him, like the way he built the character, that I thought was fine. I liked the wrestling scene. I liked that beginning scene in the wrestling match and shit like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I liked him as Hellboy. I thought he wasn't a bad Hellboy again, but I think he tried to mimic too much of what Ron Perlman did, and not make it his own kind of thing. And even though they have a very similar voice, because if you hear him as a regular voice, like they have kind of similar voice, like not changing his voice. But I wish it was just a bit more of him, his character and stuff. But other than that, it wasn't bad. Yeah, I'll go 3-5 with that too. So your 3-5s consist of Warzone, History of Violence, American Splendor, Captain Marvel, The Wolverine, Cowboys, Aliens, Thor, Constantine, Chronicles, Valerian, Jonah Hex, Amazing Spider-Man 2. You have a lot of 3.5s. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Man of Steel, Iron Man 3, Surrogates, Ghost World, and that's your last
Okay, you could
3.5.
put it behind Iron Man 3.
Alright, cool. Hellboy 2019 3.5. Our next movie on this long comic book theater is Shazam.
Shazam. Now, did we watch one already? Or is
We
this?
watched the first one already, so this would be a rewatch.
Oh yeah, 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 we did see it.
They
Okay,
do have I have the sequel on the list too, and it's later.
gotcha. Okay.
And then I had to add Craven the Hunter and
Ugh. Did we just watch Drew McIntyre kick people in the head?
yeah, I think that would be a better movie. So our next movie Shazam, then we go to Avengers Endgame, then we go to Brightburn, and then Spider-Man Far From Home, and Joker. That wraps up 2019, and then
Oh,
2020
that
we
is. I was sorry to cut you
yeah
off. That is just Hayabusa. Damn.
yeah.
My
Oh, you
bad.
saw it? Finally, see the picture?
Yeah, I see. I look at the video. That
Yeah,
is
yeah. That's
just
it's
Hayabusa, and
100% Hayabusa. They named
that
him
is
Hannibal.
just Gray Sasuke.
Yeah.
That is just who they are.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got Avengers Endgame. Well, Shazam's next. Avenger Endgame, Brightburn, Spider-Man Far From Home, and Joker. That'll wrap up 2019. 2020 has Birds of Prey, New Mutants, X-Men Dark Phoenix, Wonder Woman 84, Black Widow, and that wraps up 2020. And then 2021 we have Shang-Chi, Venom Let There Be Carnage, The Suicide Squad, Eternals, Thunder Force, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay. All right. A
So,
lot of stuff I think I have not seen. I don't think I saw
yeah.
that Spider-Man movie.
That's the one with all three Spider-Mans.
No,
No
I
Way
have
Home.
not seen.
Okay.
I have not seen that.
All right. So we do have a lot of movies that, again, there's some I have not watched or haven't watched in a while.
Mm.
Um, and there's ones that I refuse to watch, but now I'm gonna have to watch because of the list. Like Mobius. I did watch parts of it though.
Oh, thanks.
I did
I
watch
forgot
parts of it,
that.
and I did not like it. Like
I
I
forgot
okay,
about that.
yeah.
It's Morbin time.
We have all those. We have all those Sony movies to watch. So Mobius, the other Venoms, Madam Web, and Craven the Hunter.
Ooh, you said Madam Web. God damn. All right.
Yeah.
2025 looking pretty bleak, man. What you doing to me?
That's where you got Hope and Superman. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to hold on to that for a little bit.
man. All right. We can wrap this up.
Damn, he's even got all the scars on him too. All right. Yeah, like it really is just him. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress.
Yep.
Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark with the mic. Also follow our other cast. We have a brand new I Shell Shock that's been posted up this week for TMNT Back to the Sewer, which is the last season of TMNT 03. we plan to go through Turtles Forever for reviewing before we go into the start the 2012 series. So stay tuned for that. Also, not a Trekkie, the Morphin Cast, and Gamer Rage. All those casts, listen to it. Our weekly The Wrestling Babble as well. Listen to that as well. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.